Hi everybody, Sonia Rollins here for Back Talk. Our foodie segment this month is one that I am super excited about. If you're an oyster lover, you're going to be just as excited as I am. Have you ever wondered how to shuck an oyster? Do you love them in restaurants but kind of think you want to try to be doing that in your own kitchen? Today's your day. We're going to learn how to do that here at Row34, and we're going to see a few other ways to eat them as well. We're in the back with Chef and we are at Row34. You're going to make us some things. I'm in one of my favorite spots, Chef. Like, I love it here. So tell us what you're going to be making for us today.
Today we're just going to make what we call lettuce cups. It's just a quick fried oyster with some pickled vegetables and a nice togarashi aioli sauce on top. So I'm just taking these and I'm going to dust them in some rice flour, and then I'm just going to fry these bad boys up.
So how long do oysters take to fry?
Not very long, maybe a minute, maybe two, depending on how big.
It's a really interesting way you're doing it too. It's being fried, but it's not like a deep fryer. Like, people could do this at home.
Yeah, this is just same thing as a deep fryer. It's just on the tabletop. Yeah, this is totally something people can do at home very easily.
I'm noticing in the kitchen that there's someone frying the potato chips. Are they all house-made, your potato chips?
Yes, they are. They're sliced every day and fried every day. We do a blend of sweet potatoes, plantains, and tortilla chips for our ceviches.
I mean, I know we're here for oysters, but that's amazing.
You want to cook these so they get nice and little color on the outside and so they're fully cooked on the inside.
And there they are.
Whenever you fry things, always a little bit of salt to season. Lettuce cups, we're just going to take some Bibb lettuce here, some nice little cups. Now we have house-made pickled fennel and carrots, just a little bit. These are pretty powerful pickles. You don't need much. And my personal favorite, pickled red onions. These are cold pickled, so it helps them retain a lot of their crunch.
Yes.
And these are onions still through and through, so you only need a little bit. Then our oysters go right on top of that. It's a great appetizer to share. It's something, different than most places have. This is togarashi aioli. We make an aioli first, and then we season it with lime juice, orange juice, and togarashi with sriracha as well. Togarashi is an Asian spice blend. It has orange peels in it, which really brings the citrus flavor. So a little bit on top, and that's it.
Beautiful.
Simple, but really flavorful.
If I worked here, I'd eat like 7,000 oysters a day.
So we have cocktail sauce here with a little bit of extra horseradish on the side.
Yep.
We've got your classic white wine mignonette with a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper on top, and shallots as well. And then over here we have what we call a spicy mignonette. So it's Fresnos with white wine and rice wine vinegar, topped with a little bit of cilantro. So it gives it a little nice kick to it. For oysters, obviously the first thing you need is have an oyster knife. Definitely a lot of different varieties out there. There's ones like this, nice comfortable handle, nice clip, pointy tip. You got one more like this. It's a little bit more broad at the shoulders and comes to a tip. All of them work well. It's just whatever is more comfortable to you.
Okay, so it's not based on the oyster, it's based on the user.
No, yeah. With oysters, it's not about power. It's not about strength. It's a little bit like finesse. You could have someone this big shucking oysters faster than some guy this big. It's not about...
It's about knowing exactly where to do it.
Exactly. So this is the one I'm going to use. Very similar, kind of like a cross between these two. Has nice little grooves. The next thing, you need your oysters. These are the Row34s. You just want to make sure that you give them a nice good wash. They'll often come muddy, sandy, what have you. So you just give them a nice little rinse under the sink and just get most of that debris off. And then your major things that you're going to look for on your oysters is the hinge right here at the back of the oyster. That's where you're going to stick the knife. In each oyster, there is an abductor muscle. It's what controls it opening and closing in the water, and that's what keeps the two shells connected. So we're going to sever that connection, and that's how we pretty much open them. It will always be right here on this side of the oyster. It won't be here, 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 here. No, just always right here.
No matter what the oyster.
No matter what the oyster is. It's always going to be in this little corner right here. Next step is to grab your setup. So you get your knife. You're going to want a towel. We also have shucking gloves. They're kind of a little bit durable, more stiffer, so if you accidentally miss, you're gonna less likely to injure yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. We use a little towel method. So I got my towel here, put my oyster here. I'm gonna bend this towel back like that. That way, if I miss, it goes into the towel. So first, I'm gonna stick my knife right into the hinge. Like I said, it's not about power. Now my knife is a little bit heavy, but you should be able to see how it just sticks in there?
Yes. Yes.
So just go in here, give it a nice little pop, right there. Look, I've already opened it. That's all you need. That little like leverage, right? I take my knife out, give it a nice wipe. I don't want to force any of the shell that I just popped into my oyster. I want to keep it nice and clean. So I go back in there. Look at that, already in. This way I can hold it. I can just give it one twist up, right? I scrape along that top shell.
And the mussel goes.
And there it goes. And that's it.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go then take my, glove or my finger, thumb. I'm just gonna wipe down the excess. I don't want any of that shell, any of that grit that the oyster might have swallowed before it was harvested. You're gonna take your knife and you're gonna try to do it one clean cut. You're gonna cut the abductor muscle on the bottom.
So there's one on the top, one on the bottom.
Yep, and that's it.
It's so impressive now that I'm watching you do this that there are that many people out there and we just say like, give me a dozen oysters, like that's easy, and you have to do that to each one.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
each every one. And but it's not that hard. Like once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty fast. So
Right.
like I said, knife right into that hinge, wiggle it in there, right? Look, I'm already in there.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Give it a nice pop up. A little twist to kind of pop that shell up. I like to put my thumb in there just to keep it open.
Yeah.
And I can get a nice good scrape on that top. And it releases that one right there. Turn it around, give it a nice swipe on here. I don't want to eat any dirt on my lips. And then one swift cut like that.
I hope you enjoyed today's segment as much as I did. If you have not been to Row34, located at the District in Burlington, you are missing out. Please come down and join them. Try out the lettuce cups, try out the raw oysters, and if you're not a person who loves oysters, give them a run. I think you'll really enjoy them here. They have a full menu. There's something for everybody here. It is a great place not only in the summer, but all year long. For Back Talk, I'm Sonia Rollins.